job. I work in a hospital. Don't be alarmed though, I'm not like a doctor or a nurse or somebody who can actually save your life. I'm a transporter, so I don't save lives, but I take lives to lives that can't save lives. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, how many of y'all have ever felt like a hero? Anybody? Yeah. I felt like a hero to the entire emergency department one day. Me, a guy who can't even save lives. So here's what happened. Now, I was going to go take up this patient, take him up to his new room. Now, usually whenever I go pick up a patient, I have to get the nurse to sign the patient out. Usually it's like a 5-minute ordeal. Like I'm hunting for nurses left and right, but not today. First nurse I walked up to, she's like, "Hey, are you taking my guy in the hallway?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Thank you." Okay, can you sign this? She's like, "Sure." Well, can I know who his nurse is so I can let her know? She says it's Karen, so now I'm on the hunt for Karen. Bumping into nurses, getting thanked real creepily like "Thank you." And I finally get to Karen, and Karen's like, "Are you taking my guy in the hallway?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Take him. Have him. Don't bring him back." Okay. So I go back over to the guy. I'm like, "Hey man, I just gotta go grab your chart and then we'll get going." He daps me up and is like, "Thanks man, today's been the worst day of my life." Okay, bro. So I go to grab his chart. There's a doctor sitting next to the chart. The doctor nudges me. He's like, "Hey, you taking the guy in the hallway?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Can you tell me why everyone is thanking me?" And he's like, "Well, that guy has been masturbating since he got here last night." Yeah, I wish somebody would have told me that before he dapped me up. So I love my job. That's a great job. Another thing I like about my job is our break room TV. Break room TV saves me a lot. I've discovered, though, that I'm addicted to daytime trash television. You know what I'm talking about? You got like the holy trinity of trash television. You got like the father, which is Jerry Springer. He's the god of it all. You got the son, Steve Wilkos, because you got the blessing from Father Jerry, And then you got the Holy Ghost, which is Maury, because he could go at any minute. So when you got the holy trinity of trash, as I like to call it, you got to have Satan. It's just a fact. So Satan is going to be Akeem Anastapulo. Okay? And here's why. Okay? He used to be one of the angels. Okay? He had a show, a daytime trash show. He was a daytime court judge. He had a show called Eye for an Eye. Okay, which is basically small claims court, but instead of paying out money, you just get to do to the person what they did to you. That's fucking great, ain't it? But now, since his show flopped and failed, he's fallen into obscurity, and now he's Satan, the daytime trash lawyer. And I know he's Satan because he's got commercials with all three of them, the whole Holy Trinity. My dude in the back shaking his head. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Tell me if you know this one. This is where he disrespected God. Jerry Springer. He's got this commercial where Jerry comes on and he's just like, "Yeah, Akeem, I hear that you fight real hard for your clients." Akeem no-sells him, cuts him off. He's like, "Thanks, Jerry." With like the same intensity as, "Fuck off, Jerry." Okay? This is my commercial, okay? You got your time. So, talk about that. You gotta talk about Judas. You know who the Judas is in daytime trash television land? George St. Okay? And here's why, okay? George St. sued his son, okay? George St. sued his son for gimmick infringement, okay? Now here's why. George St.'s son used to work for him, then George St. fired him. George St.'s son went off and started his own law practice, and that's when he sued him. Why? He named it after himself. What is George St.'s son's name? George fucking Sink. It's a lawsuit 40 years in the making. The greatest betrayal. That's why he's Judas, okay? So we don't. I'm right though, right? Oh man, so another thing that I'm on way too much, social media. I'm on all of them. I'm bigger on Facebook. My thing with social media is bigger on Facebook. Why? The terminology. Terminology works better for me. Okay, because you look at Twitter and you look at Instagram, and what do you call the people that like and follow your stuff? You call them followers. That's real cult-like, bro. I'm way too lazy to run a cult. That's why I like Facebook, because those people are called friends. Everybody's got friends. I love making friends, but I'm the worst friend to have on Facebook, because I'm what you would call a shit poster. I think that's like the most perfect term to describe what I do on Facebook, because I just post shit. Like, you'll spend 30, 40 minutes just scrolling, and it's just like, does this motherfucker not have a job? 30 minutes going, goddamn. And it'll be the most random shit. It'll be a meme here, social justice post here, new YouTube video that I saw, and then another thing about the guys who make pools in the Amazon. Y'all know about that? Yeah, that's my posting right there. Damn. Keith was right. Y'all are a dope fucking crowd, man. Yeah. Oh man. So as y'all can see, I brought a lady with me. She's right here. It's my wonderful lady friend. We've been together for almost 3 years now. And I think that's great, it makes me feel like I'm doing a great job. But people don't know that I'm secretly a piece of shit. We were walking the dog by the river, and she slipped off the curb, busted her ankle real bad, and what I said was, "Oh my God, baby, are you okay? Do you need me to carry you back to the car? Is everything all right?" In my head, I'm thinking, I hope this bitch can walk. She's laughing, so I know I'm okay. Oh man. We've had a great. Thanks, dude. It's real. It really happened too. That's the best part. No, we've, as you guys can tell, we're obviously very romantic. But our romantic, our whole love story, it doesn't really compare to my parents' love story, okay? So I'll tell y'all my parents' love story, I'll tell you how me and my lady friend got together, and I'm gonna tell y'all one more joke and then I'm gonna head out. Sound good? Yeah. Okay, so really quick. All right, my dad, he's a veteran. He was stationed on the Berlin Wall during the Cold War. My mom, she's British. She came over from England, and by chance on Halloween night, they ended up in the same bar. And my dad, he was doing fancy handwriting, that calligraphy at the bar, and somehow it caught my mom's attention. Now, question, how many times has that gotten anybody laid? Once, and it's me. I'm the product. Now, another thing is, my mom at the time had a douchebag boyfriend. So, while they were sitting at the bar, my mom, my dad, douchebag boyfriend was off doing douchebag things. So, time came for my mom to go back to England. My dad had to stay in Germany. And you know what they did? They wrote letters to each other. Yeah, it's not like an email, it's not text, a tweet, a call. You can break your fucking wrist if you do it enough, If you're passionate, I guess, And, time came that my mom wrote my dad a letter that said, "Hey, I broke up with my douchebag boyfriend." And my dad's like, "Oh shit, I gotta shoot my shot." At least I think that's what he said. So he wrote her not just a letter, but he wrote her a poem. So he took the already effort-filled thing, put more effort into it, and the cherry on top, he asked her to marry him. And she said yes, bigger, So here's how me and my lady friends met, okay? In college, I I sold her friend's pot. Great romance story. Yeah. So, hey, we're not all angels, man. We're not all angels. When I took this gig, Keith told me that y'all like dirty jokes. I've got a dirty joke. It's a wordplay joke too, so just watch out. Let's go. So, I like words. Words are really fun. I like to play with them, you know. So we're going to take two sets of words. First set of words, it's going to be male and female. Okay? Two words. Okay? They got the same root word of male, but female's got this weird prefix of fee, you see. So you take two more words. Okay? You got man and woman. Okay? Similar structure as the first set. Okay? They got the same root word, but woman's got this weird prefix of woe, you know. So, you ever figure that maybe, just maybe, when they were making words, that they didn't flip those prefixes just to see what it would be like? You know, so like instead of woman, you would get femin, you know? But I don't think femin really took off because it just sounds like what Mike Tyson says after sex. Oh, there's femin everywhere! All right. I've been Ryan Peace. Y'all have been great.